Canuts on Lolcow Nobodies. Gidgy's upset. Who knows what about? Crabby old lady, but we do know what about, folks. Because we got an incest story in the LCU with no Grey Stork to be found. Still Voldemort. Still not allowed to talk about her, be associated with her. Uh, but still it manages to crawl its way back in. I don't know what's going on. So there's that. There's some sort of conspiracy with Tina and Albert trying to get rid of them. I meant to talk about that before. Same thing with the Pepsi Pimp pool party I didn't mention yesterday, so we'll have a little chat about that. I've got a couple other clips I want to watch. Opie was being pretty based this morning. And I've discovered my own personal lolcow that I think I want to bring into the show. I might wait until tomorrow for that one though. But we got plenty to do, plenty of stories. Another hour of lolcow content. Then don't watch it. Then don't watch it. That's the new tagline of the show. If you don't like it, don't watch it. I swear Keem just makes drama out of everything. I don't think it's Keem. I think it's the people who are around the LCU. But either way, before we can get into the conversation proper, there's, of course, a very important part of the show. And that is the theme song. Let's go.
Keeps the Christ, he's got an ego so tall, but it shatters like glass when the haters call. Boogie's tears flow like a river so wide. Rostov's gone.
That one's a little insensitive tonight, sorry.
Wings just sits there, dreaming of fried dreams. Buckets of chicken, yeah, that's his only scheme. Lolcow Nobodies, we're spilling the tea, broadcasting chaos from the LCU. Tommy sees the king, he's running the show. All the rest just clowns, in case you didn't know. Boogie whines, he's stuck in his feels, while Wings is scheming on his next meal deal. Keem's on Twitter, throwing his fits, his tears hit harder.
Complain
than
when I
his
talk about
used to.
Vito, because then you get the Crush 40
Tommy's
song.
mic's on, the legend takes the stage. The LQ's finest, turning every page. Lolcow Nobodies, we're spilling the tea, broadcasting chaos from the LCU spree. Tommy sees the king, he's running the show. All the rest just clowns, in case you didn't know. Lolcow Nobodies, we're spilling the tea, broadcasting chaos from the LCU spree. Tommy sees a king, he's running the show. All the rest just clowns, in case you didn't know.
What's going on, everybody? I'm here for another episode of Lolcow Nobodies, not a Kaka hand update. There is no Kaka hand update. Joining us right now is Belle. Hello, Belle.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. New episode of Peacemakers coming out in an hour.
Oh, shit.
We're excited.
That's awesome. Riley, call Mo live right now. I don't think he'll answer. I do want to talk to Mo. I want to talk to Mo aggressively, actually. He is our
Oh?
personal lolcow today. There is lolcow news about Mo. Because, of course,
Oh?
we all know that Mo has been at war with Harry Otter. He doesn't like Harry Otter. He thinks Harry Otter wants to,
Hasn't
like,
this been
kid...
going on for like 3 years?
Yes, but it came to a fever pitch recently, where he's like theorizing that Harry Otter wants to like kidnap and rape me, and like telling
What
me I
the?
should telling me I should get away from him and all this shit. And
Uh,
I'm not gonna. I don't want to wake him up and then argue with him because he'll blow up everything we have. So I'll wait to see him awake, and then I'll reach out to him if he wakes up before the stream. Um, what episode? No, okay, so regard. Oh, the debate. No, the debate hasn't happened yet. But what did happen? We were talking about the debate in Ilmapar, and I didn't know why. I was like, "Why is Harry Otter posting in Ilmapar?" And then I went to my server, and I saw that his name was White, and I tried to tag him, and he was not taggable due to the fact that he was no longer in the server. And I sauntered up to that good old audit log, and guess who banned Harry Otter without any sort of permission or letting anyone know?
Damn. Damn.
So Mo is no longer a mod in my Discord. He was an admin in my
What the
Discord.
hell?
He's now not even a mod. No more. Over.
That's crazy. What the fuck?
Not cool. Very not. We had several arguments recently about how Harry Otter is my friend and I like Harry Otter. He had no right to ban him from my Discord server, and I took some action.
Damn.
I hate Bell's laugh, kick Bell. Shut up. Mo is such a baby. Me and Harry get under his wrinkly skin. You really do. It's really rough. And Mo refuses to understand what he's doing. Like I try to explain, it's so hard because like me and him will spend fucking hours shitting on Vito, but then I analyze the behaviors and the behaviors that Vito is exhibiting about like ASC Riley and Schizo Sean are the same behaviors that Mo is doing with Redox and fucking Perry Otter.
Damn.
And he refuses to acknowledge this, and his only reasoning is like, "Oh, Riley's funny though, so it's different." Like, yeah, Vito doesn't think that. No,
Vito doesn't think you're funny? What the hell?
no, ASC Riley.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm being funny.
hilarious. It's because Mo deflects because he doesn't view himself that way. Correct. Mo's a delusional man baby. I don't know if I'd go that.
Correct.
I'd call him a misguided man baby. that's that's what I'll say. I'm surprised he didn't get you too while he was fucking going Joker mode. He literally posted like Dark Knight Joker gifs after he did it. I didn't know why they were being posted at the time. I just knew they were being posted, but it was right after he banned it.
Wait, wait, I cut out. Did you hear what I said?
No.
I said after you said you would call Mo a misguided man baby, I said I would call him a strange old man.
Fair, fair.
It's my diagnosis of what's his
Fitting.
name? What's his real name? Moverson? Some
I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna say his real name. His real name's Mo. He goes by Mo in real life. It's not an internet name.
I
It
don't even know what
is.
Mo is a nickname for traditionally.
I don't know either because I feel like the name
Elmo?
maybe, but that's not what Mo's name is because Mo's name is something that I feel like would not shorten to Mo, but at the same time, maybe it does, and it's one of those weird things. I'm not gonna say what it
Yeah,
is, but
like how Bart is short for Joseph.
what?
Bart is short
Bart
for
is short for
Joseph sometimes.
Bartholomew.
Yeah, but it can also be short for Joseph.
It's short for Mo Baby. You got me. That's his name.
Yes.
You got me. So what's going on, Bell? You got any Lolcow updates? Has Brad Tasted Music come back yet?
No, Brad tastes in music. I'm just like so sad about that situation. It's really like one of the most tragic because I see myself in him. You know,
His IRL name
like
is
that's
Mike. He
a
leaked it. Yeah. I know. I know. I just don't like bringing attention to people's names, but it was on the screen, so I guess I could say it now.
um. But yeah, like I see myself in Brad taste in music. You know, I can relate to his troubles, except the difference is that
That's
I
the
was
bad ending for
13
Sad
and
Girl Bell.
he's
The Brad Tasted
yeah
Music ending.
yeah exactly. Um, except I was 13 when I went through what he's going through, and he's like 25, so he has less of an excuse to be acting this way.
Yeah,
But still, you
what
know,
a
I
guy.
think it's because it's crazy because like you know, Brad Taste videos were like really you know important to me, like just getting into music on the level that I have. And like I still like his old videos. I like all his videos. It's just I'm not a fan of the person. But you know, he did do irrevocable damage to music discourse by cultivating the worst community of all time and making them uh like one of the dominant forces in music in the music community.
The Brad Tasted Music community is a big name over in the music scene.
Yeah, do you
Taylor
know
Swift's
Brad
writing
Taste
her
in
hit new
music is
song. Like, I
huge.
hope Brad Tasted Music likes this song that I'm writing.
Well, I mean the online music community, not like
Okay, okay.
normies. I mean, he has like
Usher's
400,000
like, man,
subscribers, I think.
I really gotta impress Brad Tasted Music, man.
Yeah. But I mean like he's not like Fantano level like that, but like he did cultivate a massive like album of the year was pretty much nothing before he started posting on there. Um and now it is now literally today one of my classmates in school did a presentation where they mentioned album of the year and I almost threw up.
What?
I fucking I can't.
Can't do it, dude.
That is
Can't.
to this day I will stand by album of the year is my least favorite website on the internet. I don't know if it's the worst. You could definitely make an argument for Twitter and 4chan being worse, but personally in terms of like my feelings and like my personal distaste, I can't I can't.
Yeah, that's fair.
But there is a I have a new I would consider it a lol cow
Ooh, okay, and I have a lolcow to show you too.
situation.
I also found a new lolcow.
Okay, okay.
I don't think
So
he's actually pathetic in any way. It's just that his content is so stupid that I have to share it with the world.
I don't remember the names of these channels, but it's not really relevant because the content of their videos it's funny for like a second, but it's not funny to watch like a bunch of it. It'll be funnier to just like explain what it is. But it's like this group of like 10 channels on YouTube that all have Spider-Man profile pictures, all have damn near identical voices, the same thumbnails, and upload daily like 30 to 40-minute videos. And they all have beef with each other.
Oh my god.
And it's just and they're beefing over okay, so the big situation right now is so the two big guys from what I know are Colin, FK, and Ultimate Joker. Yes, Ultimate Joker has a Spider-Man profile picture.
Whoa,
Um,
that's not even the right
and
company.
yeah, and so these three. So basically, the most recent drama is that I guess Colin and FK have some beef, but Ultimate Joker made a video where he has beef with everybody. Everybody has beef with each other. Ultimate Joker made this video where he was like, "We need to talk about James Gunn," was the title of the video, and it's about how
Oh my
James Gunn is a
god.
pedophile and his supporters are pedophiles. Um,
Fucking get over it. This was this is old news. This is ancient news.
yeah,
This
it's
is
ancient
pre
news.
Joe Biden administration news.
Yeah. Um, but like, uh,
Not that he's a
I love
pedophile,
these
that he made a
videos.
joke once on Twitter. I just want to make that clear.
Yeah, yeah. But like these videos are so funny to me because they'll be like, so it'll be like 10 minutes of presenting like some bullshit bizarre case about why James Gunn is a pedophile. Like the big cases are number one. Okay, so these are the
Made some
big
Twitter
pieces of
jokes.
evidence. All those old Twitter jokes, yeah. Which
Hmm.
my favorite one of those jokes is the Giving Tree tweet. Everybody at home Google that one. That's my favorite one. It's really funny.
Thank you for not
But
saying it.
it's not even like explicit. I just don't want to spoil the joke. It's
Okay.
just like mentions pedophilia. Um,
What did you say? It was Giving
but
Tree?
yeah, like the book, like the children's book,
James Gunn Giving
Giving
Tree
Tree tweet.
tweet. I'm doing a. This is explicit.
it's, I don't know. I guess.
Hold on, I'm gonna deafen you for a minute. Bell can't hear this. Uh, so I'm doing a big Hollywood film adaptation of The Giving Tree with a happy ending. The tree goes back and gives the kid a blowjob. Video: 100 prepubescent girls touch themselves. I assume that's like a bit, and that it's like they're doing like gymnastics or some shit. I don't know. It's weird. Okay, we can undeafen Bell now. Bell's back.
I like how you were like, you can't hear this. The joke that you recommended
Told
me
me
read.
about.
um, but yeah, so like the tweets are one of the big pieces of evidence. Then there's also he did a To Catch a Predator themed party in the 2000s
It's funny.
where
I'd like
everyone
to have a
dressed
scene
up as
right over there.
child molesters and children.
Oh, you see, I thought they were all gonna dress as Chris Hansen. I was gonna say that was funny.
No, no, but
It's
I
James
mean,
Gunn and an entire party full of Chris Hansen.
but yeah. So then the other pieces. So the other pieces of evidence are this one made me laugh extremely hard. So apparently James Gunn wrote a book at some point where the main character is like an evil pedophile racist, and the character's name is James Gunn. Yeah,
Okay, man, you're
and
starting to
this was
convince
used as a
me.
that James Gunn is a pedophile.
It's
Um,
more plausible than I initially thought.
I mean, they're just like fucking like the book is like ridiculous. Like it's very
Yeah, I
obviously
guess it's like it's a
not.
joke. The thing is, like, those sorts of jokes used to be like cool.
Yeah,
Like edgy, like shock jock comedians were like, okay, what's funny? I'm gonna say that I'm gonna kill people. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna touch
and rape
kids.
people and touch
Yeah,
children.
yes,
Yeah,
and then that was the form of comedy back then, and that's
yeah,
become less acceptable now, which I think is sort of fine because
yeah,
like it's pretty fucked up. But it was a different time. Some of them were funny, like all the PCP like high
yeah.
fiving over 14-year-old girls was great. Hell yeah! But it was a
Well, it
different
was
era.
already not acceptable by then.
Was it not? When do you think it
It was
stopped being
only
acceptable?
acceptable on YouTube. It stopped being acceptable in like the mainstream in like the early 2010s.
Okay, yeah, that's probably fair. Well, wasn't it like
Uh,
2016 when James Gunn did it?
no, those tweets are from like the 2000s and like the very early
Oh, okay,
2010s.
okay.
And the that book is from like 2004.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's a relic of a different time. I think he was just
and
trying.
then
He's trying to be in the same way that Wings said that fucking the age of consent should be 12 thing to be a shock jock on PKA. James Gunn
I
did all this
made that
shit
joke.
to be a
Wings of
shock jock
Redemption
on
time
Twitter.
traveled and stole my joke from insufferable social media disagreements.
Wow, I can't believe it.
No, it was 8. The
You went even further down.
the quest the debate was should the age of consent be 17 or 8? What's the
Type of debate that Bumpy and Trixie would have on some social media argument.
yeah,
That is real.
um is real. But
In
the
Palestine.
but yeah, so and then the final grand piece of evidence is that James Gunn had a friend that turned out to be a pedophile.
Which pedophile?
Jimmy Urine from Mindless Self-Indulgence.
I'm sorry. Did you say his name's Jimmy Urine?
Yeah, that's his stage name.
Okay. Oh, it's okay. He's being funny on purpose.
Yeah.
I thought his last name was
But
like
he
Yurin, and that he was actually burned going with that name.
no. Um, but yeah, so it was he was one of James Gunn's friends, and because he turned out to be a pedophile, that means James Gunn is a pedophile. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
logic.
like if Wings of Redemption's not a pedophile, if Vito is not a pedophile, James Gunn is not a pedophile.
I like how you're like weirdly trying to rationalize this to yourself. Like
No,
it
it's
seems like
just
you're
like
trying to
I was kind
it
of
seems
thrown
like you're
off by
trying to
the
work through with yourself whether or not James Gunn is a
No, I
pedophile.
was kind of thrown off by the book, but then I thought about it for a minute. I'm like, I guess that's a joke too.
Yeah.
So a whole book kind of feels like too much effort for a joke. But I was like, no, I think James Gunn would do that.
Yeah.
Actually,
But and then the best part is that like each piece of evidence, whenever it's laid out, he follows it
evidence
up with like
number
he
one.
yeah he follows it up with like some snarky quip about how the new Superman movie is bad, and it's like he'll be like, and so with all of this information and the fact that his films are clearly targeted towards children, given the unfunny humor and bad special effects.
Okay, we got a new person in the chat, G Rob. What's so funny about pedophilia? Why laugh? Okay, that's very disingenuous, you fuckhead. Good to the stream, I guess. But pedophilia as a real concept is not funny. Neither is the tragedy of nine
Speak for
eleven.
yourself.
Shut up.
Speak.
Not, neither is the tragedy of 9/11, right? But you see all the fucking George Bush, they hit the second tower jokes and all the fucking shit, and you giggle at it because it's
And
stupid
all the
and
fucking shit.
yeah, because it's stupid and it's goofy. And
And
there
9/11
used
is
to be
funny.
comedians everywhere used to apply that same thing to the concept of pedophilia. It was unfortunate. It aged poorly, but I don't think it's entirely fucking not funny at all. There were a couple jokes that people
Yeah.
made where it's like, haha, that was kind of good. Like it's all shock
I
jock
think
bullshit. That's like it gets
I
like a
think some
like
of James
like you
Gunn's
go. It's the
pedophile
kind of
jokes are pretty
laugh.
funny.
It's the kind of laugh where you go like like a hefty one because you're kind of also gasping, you know. Boomer in chat, real. Finally, not a fucking. Finally, you've done sleuthing, and it's not like some weird kid who stumbled upon it for
5-year-old.
no reason. We finally have a boomer. We finally crossed the
Someone that
Rubicon.
isn't a child. How
How you doing,
many
G Rock?
children watch your show that you know for a fact are children? There's the amazing 9-year-old or whatever that we found in
That's
that one
that's the one. That's the
stream.
one. The other ones have showed up, but they've never like stuck around. Mostly because I tell them to
Oh,
leave
okay.
usually, or at least tell them that there's gonna be like bad words and rough topics on the stream. So, if your parents are gonna get
Well,
you in trouble, you better get out.
Foo watches tennis.
What'd you say?
Foo watches sometimes. My protege.
Whatever you say, fuckhead. I mean, fair enough. Giving back what I gave to you, that's fair.
You're a bitch.
Even that kid went away
You're a
eventually. I don't I
hoe.
don't I don't think this content is actually appealing to little kids. They just like they found the channel because I played like a video game once. And they're like, what is this
Foo
shit?
likes the show. You know, she
Oh yeah, but
watches
Fu is
sometimes.
like your friend and is weird.
Yeah, and she's weird. Yeah.
And I think they've stopped chatting because I made it clear that I don't like them chatting, so they're just lurking.
Yeah. That was me for so long in like every live stream. I was like, man, I want to chat, but like I'm 12.
Not currently. This
It
is the
was
past.
yeah, yeah.
G Rob joined Discord and debate Riley. I mean,
Debate him about why
Discord's in the
pedophilia is
description if he
funny.
really wants to, I guess.
Debate him about why pedophilia is funny.
So I don't really have much to debate. It's just like whether it makes James Gunn a pedophile, I
It
guess. I
just
don't know if that's
is.
G Rob's claim.
Fact.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
I don't know how funny it is, except for like they were definitely hitting it too hard back in the day. But like there were a couple gems, you know.
Um,
Most of James Gunn's
yeah,
stuff is like, I wouldn't have tweeted this, but
no,
there
yeah,
are a
most
couple
of it is not
bangers.
that funny. Like there was some like I'm in LA, fucking little boys and girls, and it's like that's boring.
Yeah,
It's just
the
not a funny
fucking
joke.
pack. The response to that isn't
Like
pedophile.
okay,
The response to that is hack.
yeah. Um,
Hacka,
yeah. I think
hacka.
that's the worst type. The worst type of edgy joke is just like jokingly.
I did a
Like I don't
cry.
think
I
it.
did a terrible cry, but there's like no joke behind it at all. There's no bit.
I mean, so it can be funny if you're like in the right situation and you're
Yeah,
like acting dead
you have
serious.
to know your audience and know your like the context in which you're performing.
Like if it's like if you're saying it in a jokey way, it's not going to be funny. But if you're being like dead serious and you're like with zero hint of irony in your delivery, and you just say it like casually, then that can be funny because it's like it. I don't know. It feels like a little bit subversive, and I like that.
See you, G Rob. Have a good night.
Bye. Is he gone?
I hope so.
Fucking bitch. Fuck that guy.
No, I wish him a good night.
That's
G Rob
sweet.
is the one watching this. She's probably a deadbeat mom. Wow. Is G Rob from Lolcow? I feel like I've seen her around. Am I gonna get fucking trouble caused out of this?
It reminds me of like when on one of the first streams that I ever did with Demi, she like almost made an anti-Semitic joke, but then she was like, "No, I don't want this to be clipped on Twitter." And I was
Oops.
like, "No, make that joke, man. That would be fucking cool if I if it like a viral hit clip from my channel."
Yeah, there you go. But
You know, like,
real quick, I need to take like 5 minutes here, Bell. Bear with me, because I meant to do this right at the
all
beginning,
right,
and then you were here, and I forgot, and I kind of feel like I have
yeah,
to. So earlier today, and I did allude to this during the theme song when I said the boogie the lyric about Boogie's tears was a little bit insensitive tonight in particular,
uh-oh,
because
uh-oh.
Lolcow Live did end
He's
early,
dead?
because no. Lolcow Live did end early because a longtime friend of Boogie's, a guy named Billy, who worked on a game convention. I don't remember the name of the convention at the moment, but I know the guy's name was Billy, because everybody in the chat thought they were talking about Billy the Fridge, but they were not talking about Billy the Fridge. And Boogie cried. He left early. Keem decided to end the show early, and it's real rough. So I just want to say rest in peace. Like I didn't know, I don't know much about the guy, but like every story I've heard about him, it sounds like he was like a genuine delight. And it was definitely rough to see Boogie break down like that. And it was just really uncomfortable and sad. Although there is one clip I want to pull up, and I feel
Although,
what's up?
what the hell? You
What?
can't say all that and then although.
I'm just saying that's all awful. I feel bad for Boogie. I feel bad for the family and friends of the guy, of course. Rest in peace. All the condolences. But Boogie
Yo,
knew.
all of that is reminding me of my Charlie Kirk opinion. Like,
No, listen. This has nothing to do with Boogie or Billy. Except
okay,
only a little bit. It's mostly to do with Keemstar.
okay,
Uh, so
okay.
so we don't find out about this until like right at the end of the stream. Like somebody mentions it in a super chat, and then they know it's public. But they knew the whole time, and Boogie was like trying to like keep it together and do a show, or at least they knew it was coming the whole time. Like I think they were pulling him off life support or something. And the news came out that he was gone. And earlier in the show, Keemstar said something that I thought back to, and I was like, wait a minute, that's that's not cool, man. Because they all knew the whole time that Boogie was going through this.
Oh,
And then let me see if I can find this clip. It's unfortunate because there's not a transcript yet because it just happened, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of scrolling. I'm not gonna crash out. I'm not gonna make like a huge moral statement about Keemstar because I'm about to complain about
mhm.
that later in the show. But I just wanna put it out there. I feel like Keem might owe Boogie a little bit of an apology. Cause like the way he ended the stream by like saying, "I'm gonna go call my friend," and I'm like, "That's really nice." And then I thought about it for a second, and I'm like, "But earlier you said this."
Lolcow
Oh,
Let me see if I can find it.
weird, but I think families joke like that. I'm sure.
But I was feeling it though.
I chat today
That
as
was
an
too fucking mouth. You can't mute me.
Words talking about it.
Boogie, I'm
Well,
sick. I'm sick, and
I found it. Okay, that was quick. Okay, screen share to you. Play the entire time. I'm not gonna play the clip of Boogie crying. It's like genuinely too rough.
it's
Like I
like
genuinely
playing
feel
bread.
awful. That's why I want to bring attention to this, because like I genuinely feel like Boogie deserves an apology when Keemstar knew this was coming.
I think Billy deserves an apology. Maybe I don't know. I don't think Boogie deserves any apologies ever.
Well, I guess so, but like this is a specific affront to Boogie. Like Keemstar knew that like at some point in this stream or in this day he was gonna lose like a years long friend, and he says this because
Wait, he knew that he was going to lose the friend?
yeah,
What?
because he was like being taken off life support. He has cancer.
What the?
So he knows that's happening. They all know it's
What
going to
the
happen at some
fuck?
point today. They're trying to put on a show because they have a job to do and they're trying to fucking put on a happy face. But Keem's all like tired and bitchy in the beginning and says that he's sick. And then Boogie
Uh-huh.
starts trying to take a fucking uh take a stance on something and talk about something. And Keem says this. Let me go back so we can actually hear Boogie talk first. We'll go back about 15 seconds.
Obviously think Knightmare was joking, but
We'll
what
talk about
Gidgy's
what
doing right now
that's
is a
about
trauma
later.
response, right? She has trauma. She's responding to the trauma the same way any other victim does. It's
But
She's so
sucks.
traumatized by Boogie that she spent 2
Right.
hours on Nerds talking about it.
Boogie, I'm
Well,
sick. I'm sick, and I don't feel good, and I'm
me
still
either.
putting energy when I talk. So can you please do that? Because you're talking like you're dying. You look like you're dying. Are you dying?
Yeah, I'm having a real rough day.
Okay, let's have a better day. Energy,
I'm-
please.
Bro.
Damn.
Keem. Dude. You can't do that. That's so mean.
Damn.
I just think people need to call him on this and the Keem needs to apologize to Boogie. That's the only point I wanted to make.
Shocking. Shocker. Keemstar is a sociopath.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Breaking news.
He's a Satanist. Do you know about that?
I don't know. Is he? I thought he was
No,
a
no, no, no,
Christian.
no, no, no. This is like a retarded bit. Keemstar doesn't know what words
Oh.
mean because he's a hick.
Oh,
So
yeah?
the Queens did like a thing where they were calling him a sadist. You know, like he enjoys people watch in pain. Keemstar
Yeah.
calls in and he's like, "I don't worship Satan. Why are you saying that I worship Satan?"
Oh, wow.
And like people kept trying to
Yes.
explain to him, and he's like, "Shut up! I know what it means when you're telling me that I worship the devil. I don't worship the devil." And like they're like, "Do you know what sadism is, Keem?" And he's like, "No, because I'm not into Satan." Although for Kente Amata I would be okay with this, which I still believe is money laundering. It's not money laundering. But genuinely, yeah, I think
Whatever
Boogie deserves an
Boogie's death.
apology. I genuinely like my heart cries out a little bit. Like he genuinely broke down. Like it actually kind of makes me uncomfortable when I think back to it. And I can't even find
Damn.
it funny because the last time he broke down like this, he was faking cancer, so I was allowed to find it funny. Now it's just sad because he lost a longtime friend who's like a nice guy.
Hmm.
And it was realer crying too. Like at least you can tell that he's more upset about death than he is about getting caught faking cancer. Because like he cried on stream during that, but this was way different. This was rough.
Yeah.
So rest in peace. I hope I
I
hope Boogie finds peace in his mourning. And we're gonna move on from that. But I just felt like if I did this whole goofy stream without acknowledging that situation at all, it was gonna come off bad.
This is
So
what everything is like now. Everything is literally like the wacky dog say something funny. Actually, I have something serious to say because they're constantly like these horrible tragedies that relate to literally any topic that any show could ever be about.
yeah, there's just so much tragedy in the world that there's always something for Wacky
I feel
Dog to
like it
say
wasn't
something
always
serious
like
today.
this. I feel like it's just been ramping up this year. It's like every day there's like something new. Like, by the way, we have to address before getting into this that
We're in hell. We all sinned too much, and they put the whole earth in hell.
Yep. It's like one of those horror movies where the character gets in a car crash and then conveniently all of the terrible things happen after the time where they easily could have died and gone into a coma and are hallucinating or whatever.
Yeah, maybe we all died.
Yeah, that's what
And it's
I'm
just a
thinking.
yeah, it's just a big hallucination. Maybe the world really did end in 2012, and it's just been a fantasy since then.
Yeah,
What's up, Hiroshi? Let's
maybe.
light this candle. Yo, what up, Rock Talk Live? How you doing?
I'm playing Sonic Dash and I got an ad, and this guy looks like Nick Fuentes.
Good old Nicky Flint.
Nicky Fent.
Nicky Fent.
I still maintain that it should have been Nick Fuentes.
I should look into Nick Fuentes and like the Catboy shit. I should do Lolcow Report Nick Fuentes. That should be on the short list.
It's so fun. Did you see that clip of him recently, like reacting to the super chats where he's like clearly regretting all of his life decisions?
I remember talking about that. Good to see you, man. Sorry I
Yeah.
haven't gotten to check out any of your streams. Been busy, busy, busy. Yeah, they're no problem, man. I'm glad to see you out. Rock Talk Live, please call in Discord. I'm not going to pressure everybody. He's more than welcome to. The link's in the description.
Oh my god. I wasn't sure if you were gonna say no problem, so I thought maybe you would just say yeah. Like you were actually offended by the fact that he was not keeping up with your
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you the guy. I was trying to think of something else to do before the stupid Knightmare Gidgy bullshit that I don't even want to put you through. I want you to leave for that. But we got fucking this guy, okay? This guy has been haunting my fucking dreams. And
Okay.
I talked about him briefly on Megazord Radio. But
Are you showing him on the stream, or are you just saying?
I'm leading up to it.
Okay.
Thanks, Redox, but I don't have my dentures in right now. Rip.
How old is this guy?
I don't know.
Dentures.
I've only ever interacted with him through a YouTube chat of somebody whose show I was a guest on. I haven't gotten a chance to check out his channel yet. I checked
Logan
out the
Paul.
show he has with a puppet, but I haven't seen the show where
Yep.
he's not a puppet. So I don't know how old he is or what he looks like.
I don't know why I'm imagining he's Dale Gribble. I feel like Dale Gribble would have a podcast with a puppet.
Who wouldn't have a podcast with a puppet?
Oh
Apostrophe,
my god,
bro?
dude, my dad canceled our Disney Plus subscription because they fired Jimmy Kimmel.
Wait. No, I mean, they shouldn't have fired Jimmy Kimmel. It just seems like a weird protest move.
Yeah. I mean, look, my reaction to this was like, I mean, if you are in the game, you are making your politics a core part of your identity publicly, you got to be ready to take some big hits.
Crap, now I gotta call in. Oh, do you have takes about Jimmy Kimmel?
I always say, don't play team sports unless you're willing to take one for the team. That's what I think about politics. That's why I'm not on any of their, clubs.
Rock Talk Live Radio. How did I forget your full username? Rock Talk Live. You're here. You're on the air.
Ah, crap.
Hey.
After I was called Dale Dribble, yeah, I was like, I gotta go in there now.
Feed the Dale Gribble allegations.
Yeah,
I would
exactly.
like to feed into the Dale Gribble allegations.
You do sound slightly Gribble-esque.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for. How you gentlemen doing today?
Doing good. It's a lady.
Yeah, but to
The other
answer,
one's a lady.
yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't
lady.
realize that. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're good.
Yeah, but to answer your question, 45, type 1 diabetes, did and they ended up saying, they're like, we can fix all of this. And I was like, Nope, you know what? I don't want to pay you guys anymore.
That's more
So
than
how about
fair.
we just go and
Reasonable
rip them all out?
reaction.
Yeah. And they're
Damn.
like, dude, you're 30. And I was like, yeah, I could scare little kids.
Check this out. Takes your teeth out. They're all like, ah.
Exactly. I'm Jewish. I'm all about saving money. I mean,
Hell yeah. Me too.
oh goodness.
Real quick, should I've been dying to ask you, Rock Top Live. Can you explain to
Mhm.
me the Benny Fitch show? Because I've tried to
Yeah.
watch it twice, and I have not been able to understand anything that's happening at all once.
Okay. Basically, a lot of us ended up leaving another panel show. And it's because of the fact that, well, basically they hired a bunch of drug addicts on that show. So,
Oh,
yeah, so what happened was we found out that the 5 of us that left were the only ones with jobs. And so
Damn.
they all live off of benefits, so we call it Benny Fit.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
What's
just
the deal with the French puppet?
oh, that's 2K. He came about because and my buddy Rob operates 2K, and the story with him is that he used to go on Wendy the Slow Adult show all the time because she would always want to have a Tukey on, and Tukey couldn't
Yes.
make it. So what happened was Rob went and asked Rocco. He said, is it okay if I get a puppet made that's like a French variation of 2K
Of
or a
Tuki?
Tukey
Yeah.
for Wendy? And he said, yeah, absolutely. So he originally did it just for Wendy, but he kind of became kind of a big hit, just cracking all of us up. So essentially, we're like, we got to have this guy hanging out with us. And so I've been working with 2K for about a good year and a half now.
Oh wow.
Yep, one of the nicest people as well you'll ever meet.
Yeah, that's awesome. I just
Hell yeah.
like I was so over sometimes I'll try to start watching a show and I'll just get too overwhelmed. I'm like, okay, there's 4 guys who I need to get to know, and there's also a French puppet. My brain can't handle
Oh,
this
believe
right
me.
now. I need a minute.
Oh, I understand that totally. I have Asperger's syndrome as well. So at times I'm sitting over there going, okay, I'm getting a little sensory overload. We got 9 people on
Yeah.
panel now. I'm gonna
Yeah.
duck back a little bit here. Yep. So
But I gotta check out your show. I know you're we had a brief talk about politics. I mean, you're more in the conservative area than me. How did you feel
yeah,
about the Jimmy Kimmel situation? Because we were just talking about that briefly.
I'm very much an objectivist in terms of it. I
Good.
ended up
I
saying, you
agree.
know what? I can't stand Jimmy Kimmel. I
Also
think
true.
I think he's a lunatic, but however, at the same time, the things that he said just basically made him out to be a moron. I don't think it's a fireable offense. I think that
Mhm.
it is definitely an offense that should get you suspended for a period of time. And even though I voted for the president 3 times and supported him, through both of his administrations, and I still support him, I'm sitting over there saying, by getting the FCC involved, you are setting a precedent that is going to backfire on us when somebody else gets in office.
Yeah, no, that's the thing
And
too, is
so,
like this is the time where like the right wing holds the power, which for me is a horror story for me and my friends. But you would think with how much they rightfully, let me be clear about that. I am not a supporter of cancel culture, but with how much
right.
they rallied against cancel culture during the times where they were not in power, or at the very least they weren't in power enough, because it seems like the first Trump administration wasn't nearly as capable of deleting media against it as this current one seems to be. But now would feels like the time to end cancel culture. so that when a liberal gets in office next, if they try cancel culture again, everybody's like, no, we're done with that. But instead, what a lot of the right has decided to do is we got cancel culture too long, so now we want revenge. So we're gonna cancel culture you.
Yeah. And that's not the right approach, and I see your side of it and I see it slightly different. But however, at the same time, I'm sitting over there saying, you know what? We're supposed to be free market capitalists. Let him be canceled because his ratings are bad.
Exactly. Like
Make
if his
that the
show
reason why
sucked,
he's
Yeah.
then
got
yeah.
canceled.
If you
So,
suck and
I mean,
nobody
that's
watches
just
you, you get canceled. But you probably should get canceled for your
exactly,
speech.
Mhm.
exactly. It ended up happening to Colbert because of the fact that this old medium. And sadly, I kinda gravitate to the old medium because I grew up with The Tonight Show, The Late Show, all that stuff. I don't want that to go away. I wanted Colbert to go away, but not that as an institution. But right now, when less people are going to traditional media, you cannot go and split your audience in half. People like Leno,
Yeah.
Letterman, Carson, they made fun of everybody, not just one side of the aisle. It used to be a place nobody wants to watch politics at 11:30 at night.
No.
Nobody wants that.
No.
You're going to destroy legacies by going and doing that, and I don't want that to happen, but ultimately, I think Fallon may probably last longer than all of them. He may only have about 5 years left until The
Mhm.
Tonight Show, sadly, is no more, and The Tonight Show is an institution, and that breaks my heart right there.
Yeah, no.
I mean, like,
It's been crazy to kind of watch the slow death of that genre, and it seems like this is
Yeah.
the pretty big nail in the coffin, and might lead to some more dominoes falling.
Oh,
Jimmy Kimmel's
exactly.
whole shtick for like years has been making fun of Trump and the right. So it feels like they're like firing him for doing what he's been doing the whole time.
Yeah, but, however, a lot of it really comes down to the fact that it's not cost effective, and I think that with Colbert, it has definitely not been cost effective, and I'm sure that considering that Kimmel's ratings were lower, it's not cost effective for him either, you
Mhm.
know? But I don't know what the salaries are over there, what it costs to produce his show, so I don't know how much of a hit ABC is taking, um, on, continuing his show. I really don't know. But, I mean,
I
I'm a businessman. I own 2 businesses. So, for me, I'm always looking at the cost of everything.
it
His
seems like
salary.
they're
Oh, sorry, you first, Bell.
it seems like they're making most of their money from YouTube nowadays, from like clips on YouTube.
Yeah. But however, who's actually making it? It's not Kimmel, it's not Colbert, it's not Fallon. The ones who are making it, and it's pennies on the dollar compared to what they get from advertising
Well, yeah,
revenue
definitely.
from traditional media.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
mean,
one of
Yeah.
those things that I think people like them could easily transition to new media.
yeah, that's probably true too. But like, I feel like maybe I'm wrong on this. I guess I don't have a lot of knowledge. Like, all of my knowledge of personalities getting paid comes from radio, and I imagine TV works a
Mhm.
different way. But it seems like these big name types demand a high paycheck. Like, even if it's technically pennies
Yeah.
on the dollar compared to what Disney's getting, I imagine it's pretty fat compared to any number you might imagine. That's just my guess.
I think
Because
Oh yeah.
I thought he was referring to the amount of money you get from YouTube versus the amount of money you get from TV.
well,
Yeah.
TV advertisers pay out good on TV. Like it's probably about
Yeah,
equal,
and
if
YouTube
anything.
advertisers do not pay out good.
Yeah, so like it seems like the YouTube stuff is more popular. Maybe it like evens out. Maybe they make a similar amount of money.
Yeah.
It could be. It could be because I think for like every 1,000 views that I get, I think I get like $8 on my channel,
Mhm.
somewhere around
Yeah.
there. You know,
Yeah.
so when you're going, you're looking at 100,000 views or something like that. it's not really that much, but it really comes down to the business aspect. You know, whenever you have an employee for anything, you say, are they increasing the value of my company? Um, are they an investment or are they a liability? Am I making money on them or am I losing money on them? That's ultimately what it comes down to.
Yeah, I'm totally in agreement with you here. Like, my argument is not that I love Jimmy Kimmel and I need him to be on air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just I don't like the excuse of we're firing him because of this speech. We're gonna put on this special to like shame him, and it's
Yeah.
gonna
Did they
it's
do that? Did they
well,
put on a special
they're
to
putting on
shame
like a
him?
Charlie Kirk tribute special in Jimmy Kimmel's time
Oh
slot.
my god. Oh my
So
god.
so yeah, they're like they're doing the
Damn.
most like cancel-y shit they can, where they're like, not only are we
Yeah.
canceling his show, we're giving his time slot to the guy who's the reason that his show got canceled, just just to make
Also,
sure.
he wasn't even making fun of Kirk. He was making fun of
Exactly.
MAGA's reaction to the shooter.
Yeah, like
Yeah, but
he was not one of the people who were like celebrating it, because those people,
Yeah.
I still think they have the right to free speech, but it's significantly more disgusting speech than
Yeah.
what Kimmel
I mean,
espoused.
like the writer of Red Hood at DC put out like some tweet about how she was glad that Charlie Kirk was shot, and my response was obviously this was her way of quitting DC, because there's no you would have to be the biggest idiot in the world
Yeah,
to
you have
think
a
that you
big
would
DC
keep your
comic
job.
that you want to keep your job and you tweet
Yeah,
that shit. Yeah, that was a bad call
yeah.
then. You might have a good point,
Like
pal.
there's no way that's like that you would just accidentally do that.
And then she released a statement where she was just like, I thought it was cool, bro. I don't know. I thought we were all cool with this.
Yeah, see, from what I understand of the whole thing, is that with the FCC, there's a law in the FCC that if you're using public airwaves, you cannot knowingly put out something that is false. Everything
Mhm.
that Kimmel said in that little snippet was verifiably false and known to be false 2 days beforehand, before he said it. And that
What did
is
he say?
the issue.
I thought all he said was that MAGA is trying to scramble to say that the shooter
Yeah, he tried to
was
say that the
not
shooter
MAGA,
was MAGA. Yeah, he tried to say
which
that the
is
shooter was MAGA.
bizarre. I don't
Yeah,
know where he
that
got that
guy is
from, but
not MAGA. We know
No.
about that guy. He,
Yeah, yeah, I'm
I don't
sorry.
think he seems like a left winger, but like
maybe,
he
but I
doesn't
don't think he
seem like a
seems like he
right
doesn't seem
winger.
like he
He just
checks
seems like
every
a
left winger
random insane
box.
person.
He doesn't seem like he checks every left winger box, but like if you had to place him in a side, it would be the left one.
I would
He's
place him as
definitely
just
there.
like a strange, insane
He
person. Because
he
all of it,
he's
like,
he's definitely on the left wing. His boyfriend has a dick, first of all.
True.
Secondly, secondly, he ended up going and putting all of these things on the shell casings that are just liberal talking points. And his
the
family had said that
no
he had been radicalized.
the catch this fascist is not that's a reference to a video game, I guess. Apparently, that's
Well,
not in
I think
reference
to
to
be fair,
Charlie
I think
Kirk.
it's probably double threaded. I think it also holds the double
Yeah,
meaning that Charlie Kirk is a fascist when you write
I
on the bullet that
suppose.
you're going to shoot Charlie Kirk with fascist catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he put a bunch of anti-Semitic things up on his social media things. And right now, the left hand side of the lane is constantly. I get probably about 50 messages every day from left wing individuals making threats to me because of the fact that I'm a former rabbi.
Yeah, I'm really I
Well,
it really kind of
I've gotten messages like that from right wingers and left wingers, so I don't know.
yeah, no, that's fair too, but like I feel like the left kind of has this problem where like I personally I personally dislike Israel and what they are doing in their current conflict.
Yeah.
However, that does not extend to literally all Jewish people. And it seems like some
Yeah,
people
but
don't understand that.
that seems like it seems like that's a very loud minority. Like that doesn't seem like like the people that I've talked to that are on the left are not like, most, like, all pretty much all of my friends are on the left, and almost none of them are Jewish, and I am Jewish, so
No, you don't. Do you wear a talit katad and a kippah? Because I'm telling you,
uh,
I ended up having to do a delivery to the local DNC office, and they looked at me like I was some sort of freak on a leash. Um, a while
I
back,
mean,
and
I
plus
just
looking in their windows, they had 1940s cartoons in their window.
I've been I don't know. I guess I've always gotten anti-Semitism from both sides in equal
No,
measures. So
anti-Semitism does exist on the right wing, and I don't think even Rock Talk Live would deny that. But it has
Yeah,
become
it's
a
people that are
problem.
on the so far right that they're almost left. People like Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes, and a majority of us conservatives see those people as batshit crazy.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, for sure. And it's become a problem in like certain radical sects of the left wing. Like I kind of agree with Bell in that I think it is kind of a vocal minority, but like it's still half the population. So like you could still have a minority of that and it be like a significant problem. And I think there is a sect
yeah,
of radical leftists who have expanded their hatred of Israel into Jews in general, and it's not
I
cool.
mean, I think the problem is anti-Semitism, not just anti-Semitism on the left or anti-Semitism on the right.
Yeah, that's true. Correct. The problem is anti-Semitism in general.
Well, this is something that
Um,
I've really picked up on around 2020 because, ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. And so what I did is I ended up going and looking at the 1938 Nazi Party platform. Do you realize that 34 out of 36 articles from the 2020 Democrat Party platform appear in the Nazi Party platform of 1938 in Germany?
what?
Whoa.
Yeah, 34 of 30, not 34 of 30, 38, 36. I'm sorry.
I mean, I would have to see what those articles are, or else it's just Hitler drank water. But
It was eugenics, confiscation of guns, a variety of things.
how
I ended up
how is
going
the
in.
left you
What is
doing eugenics?
oxygen? Strange gas breathed in by Adolf Hitler.
Oh God.
But
And being a person with Asperger's, I'm constantly analyzing everything.
I
So
mean,
it's like I kind of watch for patterns and all that stuff, and it's like, this is what's going to happen next. That's what ends up happening.
yeah, I think what happens next is like we're gonna see like a domino effect of like liberal media being busted off the air. Like it seems like
yeah.
this is setting a bad precedent that is going to be delivered
It
upon
definitely
with
is
great
setting a bad
fury.
precedent.
I
It
think that the
absolutely
whole
is.
everything. I think the whole like everything being woke in the 2010s, the pendulum is going to swing completely in the other way, and everything is going to become super right wing, which is not good for me because I might have to leave the country.
Yeah, to flee.
Well, I'll tell you, it'll be good for me and my businesses and my life
Uh,
in general if that's the case. Because I we had a hard time in both of my businesses under the previous administration. I wasn't able to give my people raises. I was barely able to even pay myself. Many weeks I didn't,
yeah, I don't like
because
Democrats, but I mean, I don't really associate myself with any party because I don't want to, get get in trouble because I feel like that's just setting yourself up for some sort of, I don't want to join. I don't want to play team sports because I'm not willing to take one for the team.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
same
was an
here.
interesting point you made when we had our discussion about the Kirk incident, where you were like, "Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
it's like a good idea to identify with a team anymore because the team sports are getting a little too intense."
yeah. Anyway,
100%,
I
100%.
do
And
have
I
to head out,
Okay,
Oh,
Bell.
not a problem,
um,
buddy. It
See you
was a
later.
pleasure talking with
see
you,
you
by
next
the way.
stream. Yeah, you too.
Excellent.
Bye, Bell.
Yeah.
And then there were two.
You got some good people on your show over here, Riley.
I tried to.
Yeah, yeah. Excellent.
Sometimes they tend to have leftist crash outs. Though I was getting scared there for a minute. I was
Oh
like,
no, no,
is
I
she gonna
no, I
go
think
off?
no, I think that gentleman is very level headed and just
Mm,
has a different viewpoint.
yes.
I think everybody has a valid viewpoint from their experiences and so on, so
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I'm a big believer in like I really hate how politics has like invaded personal life to such a deep degree where I feel like there did once exist a world where like friends, even husbands and wives could differ politically and have those discussions and have like passion
Oh
during
yeah.
those discussions, but then live peacefully among each other afterward, and we're losing that rapidly. And I think that's very scary. And I think for democracy to work, we need to get back to that state.
I 100% agree with you. 100%.
You gotta have the separation of life and state. You know.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So what do you usually do on your streams, because this is my first time going and getting a chance to check it out.
It's kind of a variety show. The idea started as a show about a specific other podcast called Lolcow Live, but I've kind of
Mhm.
extended it to just talk about like internet retards in general, and things of that nature. What I was about to do is I discovered this new like YouTube short creator who has been haunting my dreams and making me seethe in anger. I'm gonna share it with my live stream. I don't know if you have time to check that out with me.
Oh, sure. I'll stick around for a couple minutes.
All right. So this guy, his name is Reed Olson, and the idea behind his videos is that he's trying to like give like life advice and inspiration, but it's through these like really retarded metaphorical skits, and I can't stop looking at it. It's like I hate it so much that it loops back around, and I have to watch every one that pops up in my feed. It's really a problem. Is it showing on the? Yeah, am I still screen sharing on Discord? Yes, I am. All right. Let's see. When people waste your time. Let's go with that one.
Why do people keep wasting my time?
Who? Your friends?
Yeah, they always make me do things that I could not care less about.
He's always fucking cooking too, and like 80% of the videos, it's a cooking metaphor.
Like what, dude? They'll just ask me to help them with things that they absolutely do not need help with.
Okay. Have you told them you feel like it's a waste of time?
Yeah, I've mentioned it a few times, but they just keep doing it.
Can't even like find somebody else to play the other character. Like there's a chick who's there sometimes, but somehow every sketch with the chick also requires the third person who is also just him again because he can't get more than that chick.
Why do you go along?
Well, that's
Because
kind
they're
of
my
gotten to
friend.
become a thing where a lot of these guys are playing several different roles, and I think there's a kind of a niche for that.
No, I've seen funny ones that do that. That's right. But like the way
Oh,
that
this
these are
guy's
all
just not
professional,
funny.
and he's not funny. No, he's trying to be all
Oh,
serious, and it's not. It's terrible.
And I feel like I should be there for them.
Okay. These look great, man. Can I have one of these?
Of course, man, let's do it.
Wait a minute.
What?
Where's your glass of milk?
I'm not having any.
But these are chocolate chip cookies.
I know.
Are you good?
Yeah, I just don't want milk.
I feel like you should have milk with warm chocolate chip cookies. That's like the way to have them.
There's no right way to eat cookies, dude. If I don't want milk, I'm not gonna drink milk. What do you
Do you see how he's wasting his time? You get it? You understand?
yeah.
have against milk? I don't have anything against milk. I just don't want it right now. It'd be a waste of calories. Plus, I'm a little bit lactose intolerant.
Oh God.
I think you're right, man. I mean, you only get a certain amount of calories in a day, so don't waste them on things you don't care about. But
What's with the Michael
I think it's
Jackson
all right,
getup?
but yeah.
Why does he have to have a Michael Jackson getup?
What is this outfit?
It's like I'm kind of trying to be a greaser from the 1950s, but I went full on Michael Jackson.
Oh my god.
Yes, if you can't even tolerate milk. Why do people keep wasting my time? Who?
Determined bite of the cookie as he learns the lesson. How
What?
did
No.
you guys get it? You shouldn't let people waste your time.
The only thing I envy is I used to have hair like that.
It is nice hair. He does have nice
It
hair.
is. I had the 90s Bon Jovi hair for a while.
That's awesome. I got attacked
And
by
then
a
I turned
giant hand.
25.
Ah, unfortunate. It happens to the best of us. I'm getting there. I'm looking.
No, it was just one of those things. It's like, it's time to grow up, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you turn 25 and you look my buddy Redox in the chat, he's always trying to like, cause I'm 23, I'm still a youngin, and he's always trying to tell me
Oh.
like your whole perspective is gonna change when you turn 25, bro. And maybe he's right.
Oh, you just wait till you hit 40, man. Everything starts to hurt.
Yeah. And when you're
It's
as
like the
fat as
day
me,
you
some
hit
of those
40.
processes start early.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, man. You just wait, man. The day you hit 40, I ended up waking up out of bed and it's like, what the hell just happened to me?
Yeah. That seems like correct.
Yeah.
All right, we got. I'll do one or two more. I need to know what happens with the giant hand and what that's a metaphor for.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
get away from me! Oh, watch out, man. No, no. Get up, man. It's coming. We gotta go.
Fucking Filmora
What the
special
hell's happening?
effects.
I don't know, dude, but keep running. Oh. What is it doing? Get out of the way, dude. Get behind the car. Do you really think hiding is gonna work? It's worth a try. And I have a backup plan. What are you gonna lasso it? You got any other ideas?
No, I see a
Come on,
little
dude,
bit
let's
of the
get out of here. No,
comedic
dude,
element
running
in
doesn't
this.
work.
Yeah, this is the silliest one I've seen so far. There's been a couple silly ones, but this one's a whole other.
Dude, I have an idea. Are you sure that's gonna do anything? I have no idea, but it's worth trying. Take cover! You got it, man. Thank God. But I don't think it stopped it. You still have your weapon, dude. It's up to you. I already tried with this, dude. The best I can do is piss it off. Okay, then, dude, let's get out of here. What? Dude, running doesn't work. We literally do not have another option, dude. We haven't tried nothing. Well, yeah, because it'll kill us. We don't actually know that. We just assumed it because it's big and scary. But we attacked first. Well, yeah, usually.
Oh, you guys get it? You can't judge a book by its cover. Maybe the giant hand is friendly.
Oh god.
When things are big and scary, it means they're gonna kill us. If you want to run, man, you can. What are you doing? When faced with uncertainty, send it.
Nah,
What?
natural selection.
What's it gonna do to him? Oh, it's gone.
Hey, get away from me!
Was it his
Yeah, that
hand the
would've
whole
worked out.
time?
Yeah, that would have worked out totally different in reality. Kind of
There's-
reminds me. I've been going through the videos of the guy. Yeah, have you seen the guy where people bring in their phones into this guy's shop, and they're like, I threw this. Every single one of these people throws their phone. Every single one of them is a violent son of a bitch. And he goes. So what happened to your phone, miss? And they're like, well, I got mad and threw it at my boyfriend. He smashed it on the ground and all this. And he's like, okay, I got you. And then he goes and fixes the phone. And it's like, why do I keep watching this? It's the same damn script every time.
You can't look away because it's like,
Exactly.
why is this so popular? Why is it in my feed all the time? Like,
100%. And I'm like, say something different. If I have to hear, don't worry, I got you. One more time. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do something that I can't say on YouTube.
understandable. All right, we got to do one more because we got to meet the chick because the chick makes it even more annoying.
Oh, she doesn't look
I feel like I'm
annoying.
She's pretty, but sometimes the pretty ones will get
Oh,
you
she's
with the annoying
dumb.
thing.
Okay.
losing you.
Why would you say that?
Because you don't talk to me like you used to.
What are you talking about?
In the beginning, you were so happy to see me.
I'm still happy to see you.
But you don't smile as much. And you never talk to me first.
I just got a lot on my mind.
It feels like you don't care.
I still care. Life's just getting in the way.
But life hasn't
The
changed.
fucking like royalty free like inspirational music in the background.
Your priorities did.
Did I do something wrong?
You didn't do everything right.
Because you never told me how to.
I don't want to have to tell you.
How else am I supposed to know?
You don't have to know, and you don't have to care.
But I care about you, and I care what you think.
Why?
Because I don't want to lose you.
What am I even doing for you?
You're giving me a little bit, and it's enough for me to keep going.
For what?
Well, if I keep giving you a lot, maybe you'll give me more.
What if I don't want a lot?
I haven't thought about that.
And what are you thinking about?
That maybe, if I give you just a little bit more, it won't be enough.
Yeah, that was enough.
Oh my God.
I feel like I'm
They're
Yeah.
going to be divorced by the end of the year. You realize this, right? If they're married, they're going to be divorced. Or this is some sort of Stockholm syndrome with this chick. She's being held against her will.
Operation, and she has to find it at least a little bit annoying. How could you not?
Oh, of course. Of course, because sometimes she's going to say, you realize you're a fucking moron, right?
Yeah. I
And
think
she,
that's
and
that's
she'll
enough
be,
Reed Olson today.
yeah,
I'm
she'll
gonna
be like, you know what? Get rid of that cop mustache. It didn't work
Yeah.
in the 1970s. It's not working now.
No, yeah, the stash is not doing it.
I mean, my gosh, you must have a 16-inch cock or something like that to keep that chick still there.
Maybe. Phew, what a silly guy. I'm gonna save because they keep popping up on my feed, so I'm gonna start trying to save them when they're particularly stupid, and I'll play them on the show. Because you all have to suffer Reed Olson with me. But yeah,
Oh,
we only got one more thing tonight. This point, it feels like talking about Lolcow Live is almost a chore. I based the thumbnail and title after it because I'm trying to ape that audience. But then I actually get to the part where I'm talking about what's in the title, and I'm like, eh.
so is this
Uh,
a group you got beef with? What's the beef? What's going on with them?
so I used to have beef. Here's the thing. So Lolcow Live is a podcast starring three very infamous YouTubers, Keemstar, Boogie2988, and Wings of Redemption. And they started the show about a year ago, and it was in a very different state back then. And I loved the show. There was another guy named Tommy C involved, who was very funny and a very good broadcaster. And it was one of my favorite shows, and it went on like that for a good almost a year. I don't think quite. And then Boogie2988 got in trouble for faking cancer.
Oh,
And
God.
yeah, and that stream was one of the most popular streams ever on YouTube. The stream where he got exposed, like they were getting like 15,000 concurrent viewers on the stream where people are just calling in and ragging on Boogie and trying to get Boogie to admit that he's lying, and Boogie is just like doubling, tripling down and like screaming and crying and threatening to kill himself. And it was
Oh,
like
God.
one of the biggest events in YouTube history. And then from that point, Keemstar smelled the syrup. So he started manufacturing a lot of drama to try to match the magnitude of Boogie faking cancer. And throughout that quest, he completely like crashed the show into a brick wall. The quality went down tremendously. And the icing on the cake was because he didn't want anybody to blab about them faking stuff, all the hosts had to sign an NDA. And Tommy C did not want to sign the NDA. So they fired Tommy C because he wouldn't sign this NDA that wasn't even enforceable to him because he lives in Germany.
Oh, my
S
gosh.
so I
When
quit the sh
morons try and put out NDAs.
Yeah,
You're sitting over there going, you're signing something because your boss is a piece of shit. You realize this, right?
yeah. So Tommy doesn't sign the NDA. Tommy gets fired, and for a long time, the show like devolves. It's a bunch of like fucking dog and pony shows. How much can we torture these people? How much can they suck Keemstar's cock so Keemstar continues to pay them? And but recently, that's kind of started to slowly mellow. And they have a whole network of shows now, and they did hire Tommy C to do a morning show. So that's patched. That show I really enjoy. And I've found myself reattracted to Lolcow Live. I would call myself a fan, but it's messy. I definitely have a lot of criticisms about the current state of the show. And one of them is that all of these fucking weird Discord retards they hire to do the other shows on the network are insistent on like just causing as much drama as possible from as little as possible. And that's what has happened in this story that I've based the title and the thumbnail of the stream on. So there's a British gentleman, or maybe he's Australian, one of those, by the name of Knightmare, who hosts a show called Lolcow Test. And then there's this old lady named Gidgy, who hosts a show called Lolcow Queens. And her son is also on the network. He hosts like a couple different other shows. And I guess at some point, Nightmare was like drunk in a VC, chilling with the boys. And he made like an off-color joke where he said that Gidgy and Scooter were sleeping together. He made an off-color incest joke in a drunk VC with a bunch of Discord retards. And Gidgy spun out. She's doing like a whole cry stream about it. She's trying to
Oh
get
God.
Keemstar to fire him. Like it's all that's always the whole thing. Is they're like, Keem, you have to fire this person because they did this thing to me. And then they call into the show and they have to hash it out, and Keem has to like assign punishments or whatever bullshit.
Ah.
And today's fight was pretty good because I think even Keem realized that it was the best content in the
Dude,
world.
please.
I'll do my best. Okay, let me try.
Let me
Well, I got to tell you, the next time you go on with Jake,
mhm.
if Bobby Nick it has to be in there, you
Mhm.
go and you tell him, you say, "Hey Bobby, you're turning into this motherfucker.
Oh, is
This
he?
is what you're going to become." Oh my gosh, dude, do you realize that the Benny Fitz show is 5 people that used to be on his show?
I did kind of hear about that on the Jake stream. So
Yeah.
what's the story there?
Okay. So, the Lunatic Lounge was something that I created alongside of Bobby a couple of years back. And at that time, Bobby was trying to get his footing and all that stuff. And so um, we were trying to help him get monetized. Well, after he gets monetized, it's like, make sure to go and gift memberships, make sure to go and super chat and all this stuff. And if you super chat this much, I'm gonna mute this person for X amount of time. And I'm sitting there going, this is not fun anymore.
Yeah.
So I ended up leaving, and because I was like, this just isn't fun anymore. And so I was getting messages from the other guys. Dude, it's really bad over here. He's going and making all this false drama about you and all these other people, just trying to ramp up super chats and all this stuff. Now I'm like, just let the moron be a moron. And so finally everybody goes and starts jumping ship. And so when that happens, they're like, well, we should go and start a panel show. That's what became the Benny Fitz show. And so we ended up going and doing that. And now his entire show is just railing against us all the time. 3 shows a day, 8 hours every single day, railing against us with
Yeah,
a
just
bunch
railing
of
on
drug
you
addicts.
just because you dared to have your own fun show. And
Well, no,
didn't want to work with
it
drug
started,
addicts.
I got over 2,000 subscribers. I don't know what the actual number is right now, but the thing is, we do a variety of things that are all different, as opposed to or on being on there with, like, I think we've been replaced with 5 drug addicts that just sit there and just don't say anything. Or if they're not saying anything, they're talking over each other, and Bobby's looking at his phone the whole time. And it's like, why don't you do something productive?
Yeah, that seems
Maybe.
unreasonable. I haven't really. I checked out like 5 minutes of a Bobby Nick stream, and it was like a weird like music request hangout, so I clicked off. He seemed like a nice guy when I talked to him with Jake. But I've heard that all these stories that I'm hearing don't paint that picture.
Oh, it's funny because the whole thing now is everybody that left, they didn't actually leave. They all got fired. And we're sitting up there going, Bobby,
Mm,
don't you think that at some point you're gonna realize the problem might not be everybody else? you know, when that many people jump ship, the problem's not probably everybody else.
yeah. When literally everyone leaves, it's time to look inside yourself and be like, what did I do wrong here? Where
Exactly.
did I mess up?
Exactly. But in today's time on the internet, people don't think that. There's an ego problem on the internet nowadays. That what? I can't be at fault for all the shitty things I did. It's like I don't understand that mentality.
Yeah, no,
Because being a
I see
person
it
with
everywhere.
Asperger's,
Yeah.
yeah, being
Yeah,
a person with Asperger's, I constantly say, guys, if I'm wrong about something, please, for the love of God, correct me.
yeah,
You
for
know?
sure. I see it all the time. This show is about internet retard lolcows. And a very similar case is a gentleman by the name of Maddox. And I had be careful because you might get sued for a couple $1 billion for your trouble if it goes the Maddox route. He's not gonna win, but it's gonna be annoying. So Maddox was this guy who did a show with a comedian named Dick Masterson called Biggest Problem in the Universe. And they
Oh,
and they did the show together for 2 years. And then at some point, Dick became involved with Maddox's ex-girlfriend from like half a decade prior. Well, Maddox was in a new relationship with a new girl, and he was so distraught that he could not stand to work with Dick Masterson anymore, and he had to call it quits. He had to end the show. And then after the show ends, he spends all of his time sneaking around, whispering in people's ears about how bad of a guy Dick is. He makes a YouTube video trying to claim he's a rape apologist. He fucking just runs around, tries to get him canceled, does get him canceled from the UCB Comedy Theater in LA, because LA comedians are fake and will turn on you on a dime at the first at the first sign of offense. So Dick Masterson got dumped from all of his LA comedy groups because Maddox falsely claimed that he was a rape apologist. And then when that happened, Dick was like, okay, I'm just going to make fun of you brutally forever then. And his show became a lot of like making fun of Maddox in extremely hilarious ways that he deserved because he continued to try to ruin people's lives and jobs. And then eventually he tried to sue everyone involved for $400 million total. He sued Dick. He sued one of their old mutual friends who was doing Dick's show. He sued Patreon because Dick was making a bunch of money
oh
on
God.
Patreon. He sued a specific customer service guy from Patreon. It was
Who
ridiculous.
is this guy's lawyer that's saying, yeah, I'll go and take up that case?
A guy who just no longer has a driver's license because he has 3 DUIs. So that's the kind of gentleman we're dealing with, who's Maddox's
Okay.
lawyer.
If he has three DWIs, then chances are he probably doesn't have a law license anymore either.
No, he had a law license at the time. I don't know about now. But he came in and I guess it was a lawyer scam. Like I feel like it was almost more Landau's fault than Maddox's. Good old Kevin Landau, that's the lawyer. I feel
Oh,
like
I was about to say, I was about to say, not Dave
not Dave
Landau.
Landau, Kevin,
I
very
was
different
about to
Landau.
say, man.
Yeah, Kevin Landau. He seems to specialize in like scamming celebrities into thinking they can sue people. He was also briefly involved. There was some chick who got kicked off of Fish Tank Live, that huge like Sam Hyde reality show thing. And she almost sued with Kevin Landau as her lawyer. And everybody was like, "Oh my God, there he is again."
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, that's that. It sounds like Bobby Nick is going down the Maddox route of like, it's everybody else's fault but mine. I, I am not wrong. I am righteous in what I'm doing.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, man, you know, as a person who used to be that way myself, probably about 25 years ago, I'm telling you, it doesn't end well unless you start to realize, you know what, I need a little bit of self reflection here.
Yeah, the self reflection is a trait that a lot of these internet retards lack.
Oh, 100%.
Just
And the
like, no,
thing
let's
is,
keep
that
moving
seems to be a
forward. I can't
majority
be
of them
wrong.
now. Yeah. And that seems to be a majority of them nowadays. And that's why I said when I started the Benny Fitz show, I said, you know, even though it's on my channel, I said you guys all have partial ownership and input into this because at times I can be a moron. I can admit that, you know. So I
Yeah,
may have a 164 IQ, but I can still be a moron at times.
yeah. Everybody's prone to a little bit of moron sometimes.
Yeah. And the thing is, when I've been outvoted on things, you know, the guys that outvoted me, they were right, you know?
Yeah,
So we got to realize we all have blind spots.
and like that's why you have people who you work with, right? Like I value, I might have a little bit of an authoritarian problem sometimes, but I do value the feedback that people provide because I work with them, so I know they're intelligent and I know they're competent. So when they tell me things, I give it proper consideration. I'm not just like, fuck you. I'm gonna do whatever I want because I know these people and I know their input is valuable. And that's how you should feel about people you're trying to operate a show with.
Agreed. Agreed 100%. But hey, Riley, it's been fun, buddy, but I'm an old man. I got to go and get myself some rest cuz I got to be up at 5:30 in the morning.
I got you, man. You have a good night.
You do the same. Many blessings to you, man.
You too.
All right, shalom.
Rock Talk Live, everybody. That was a great call. All right, let's look at this Gidgy and fucking Knightmare shit and get out of here, huh? In fact, we're hitting the be right back. Hold on, I'm gonna put on a song for you while we be right back. This is a callback. Well, can I find Bicycle Boys? We just talked about Maddox. Bicycle Boys. Maddox. Hold on. SoundCloud. Dick Show SoundCloud. I just want to play Bicycle Boys while I piss. I might have to tap out. Because I have to piss. Bicycle Boys. The Dick Show. The Dick Show fan font song. Okay. 201 tracks. Is Bicycle Boys here? A lot of them seem to have been removed or not loading. They're not loading. Come on, Bicycle Boys has to be here. Fine, I'll play 80s Girl Left with Your Friend. That's a pretty good one, too. Maybe Hazen Cruz, Hard Out Here for a Cuck. I wish I could find Bicycle Boys. It's gotta be here. I don't know why they're not loading right. Oh, the cringe stole cuts. Alex Lost Cucket, Ramshack. Boys! Okay. We'll be back. After this. Fuck. Go. Google. Do it. Jesus. Alright. Here we go.
Let's see here. Craigslist. Lawyers. This guy looks pretty good.
Can't find the Be Right Back screen.
That's
there.
a nice shiny coat. Sup, dog, you wanna go for a ride?
Sure, but one rule. I insist that I drive. I have some DUIs. I hope you don't mind.
Just stop hoping my leg will get along fine.
Let's get down to business. So you wanna do some suing?
Yes, Dick Masterson, his reputation I must ruin. Think you can end his show and all the free speech that he's doing?
Sure, I'll quote the silly Matt Cook's joke to prove collusion.
Make sure it looks legit, there's a lot on the line.
I'll dot all my T's and cross all my I's. Check these court docs, I'm a grammatical savage.
Sue anything that walks, they're just collateral damage.
I'll serve Dick with papers till he's soaking in sweat.
I hope we win soon, cause I'm as broke as it gets. File some fancy motions, force the dickheads to be silent.
Well, first I have to piss. Do you see a fire hydrant? Bicycle boys, yeah, we can't be stopped. We're the ultimate legal dream team. You'll get rocked, and your socks will get knocked right off when you guys realize it's now illegal for you to say Maddox lost.
I found a new GIF, let's add it to the log. They're photoshopping you now, that didn't take long.
Is that supposed to be me, a drinky, drivey dog? Who's pissing on my face?
They call him Pepe the Frog.
Feels bad, man. I'm gonna bite these defendants.
Convince the judge we're right, so he tears up the First Amendment.
Ugh, bold move. I think that might just work.
I'll do the writing.
And I'll confuse the clerks.
Bicycle boys, yeah, we fit like a glove.
He likes to get cocked.
He drives and gets fucked.
Together we're gonna win $400 million. You guys will get sued if you try to say we suck.
We need to get to New York.
Let's pedal till our feet hurt.
Can Jane ride on your lap?
What's she like?
She's a real flirt.
Not my type.
She'll make your cucking dreams reality. There's nothing inherently wrong with a little bestiality.
I like my bitches a little less bitchy.
Why are my britches a little bit itchy? Oh well, let's get back to the plan.
First, pay my retainer.
Here's some vodka.
You're the man.
Bicycle boys, yeah, we can't be stopped.
We're the ultimate legal dream team. You'll get rocked, and your socks will get knocked right off when you guys realize it's now illegal for you to say Maddox lost.
We're gonna win this. I have a good feeling.
I hate Greenberger and his Easter egg memeing.
Yeah, he's next. Let's sue him when we're done.
What for?
Same as the rest. He's having too much fun.
Bicycle boys.
And we are back. That is Bicycle Boys by Kendall and Hyde.
Hey,
Fucking timeless classic, boys. I had to play something for the chat. Redox complained last time that I didn't play any music on the Be Right Back screen, so I figured I'd treat you all to some Bicycle Boys. But let's talk about fucking Gidgy and Albert. And fucking, not Albert in this case. I have to do an episode about Scooter and Albert and how I hate them and their presence in the LCU. Maybe that'll be Monday. Because tomorrow we're having Demi Bloom, folks, if you didn't see my community post. Very exciting stuff. Probably very little Lolcow live, because I know she doesn't waste her time watching that shit. But there are plenty of internet Lolcows we can discuss. She has cursory knowledge of people from Lolcow Live, as well as, like, Vito and Maddox and stuff. And also, she has her own kind of weird history, so I definitely am excited to talk to her. But now, let's talk about fucking Gidgy and Scooter and Knightmare.
And I didn't know if this stuff was happening on all the channels or what, so I had to remove all the damn mods, all right? Now, they're convinced, and I haven't seen proof yet, but they are convinced that Yo Mama, in fact, did that. So if Yo Mama and Gidgy want to come up here, I think Gidgy has some proof. I think Yo Mama...
Who's that? Royalty? Hi.
Who else would it be?
I literally just had 2 other people on.
Who was that?
I had Vel and I had a gentleman by the name of Rock Talk Live from the YouTubes.
Ah.
So we're just
Well,
doing.
I've gone back to playing Platinum.
I'm glad. You got tired of getting your shit kicked in by bosses you were 10 levels below in black and white?
No, I just got tired of grinding.
Understandable.
I didn't even make it back to the bosses. I just got tired of grinding.
Okay, well
I found
now you
Cynthia
have to watch
on
this thing with
today.
me because you came into the stream to talk about Pokemon Platinum. You're trapped now.
What are we watching?
We're watching some drama. We're commentating on some drama.
Trying to figure out where I'm at. Hold on. Okay, I'm on Route 206. Where is Route 206?
Don't need to commentate on your Pokemon navigation. I believe
No,
that
I'm
you can do
I'm
it.
legit trying to remember where I'm at. It's not me trying to commentate. That's me like, where the fuck am I?
You see, the worst part is Crow is not funny enough that this is a bit. This is genuine what they're doing. If this was a troll operation, it would be Chef's Kiss, but it's not. Walks into this like stream about like internet retards and he's like, "Hey everybody, I'm playing Pokemon Platinum. I'm on Route 206."
Honestly, I thought you were done with the stream and just chilling out in here. I'm gonna be honest.
Nope, still live.
Well, hello stream.
And
Wait, why did I?
now you get to watch an old lady argue with 2 grown men about internet shit.
Fair enough.
So here, a general rundown of the situation. So there's currently a war between these 2 Lolcow shows, Lolcow Test and Lolcow Queens, because this old lady on Queens, Gidgy, she has a son named Scooter, who's also on a couple of the shows. And Knightmare, who's one of the guys from Test, got really drunk in a VC with the bros, and made an off-color joke about Gidgy and Scooter sleeping together. Just made like an edgy incest joke. And Gidgy has been spinning out about it and did like a whole cry stream on Queens about it because she can't take a joke even a little. And now they're trying
Sounds
to
like
now they're trying to virtue signal and accuse them of like re-victimizing victims because I guess they had like poor experiences as a child. Gidgy did, and also Tina, who's Gidgy's co-host, who I fucking hate. She's a stupid bitch. She needs to be fired. She needs to be fired yesterday. She needs to be fired a year ago. I don't know. The stupid bitch might be a little mean. I just think she's criminally unentertaining and annoying. But
so me.
no, because you at least can hold a conversation. Tina's just like trailer trash who screams at her camera for 2 hours. It's
Well, okay.
really bad. But so Gidgy is fighting with Knightmare because of this joke that he made. And Knightmare's co-host Yo Mama is now being accused of banning people from the Queen's chat maliciously as part of this war because I guess he's still a mod in there. So that's what is about to be addressed in this clip. Let me 1.5 speed that shit. Let me not forget that part. And here we go. Are you watching the screen share?
Yes.
Okay.
Has some proof or something. I just want to get to the bottom of this.
One for me. I haven't seen the proof yet. I haven't seen the proof yet, but I believe he did it. You know.
First of all, I'd like to just apologize to Queens,
That's
the
your mama.
LCU. I basically was watching Queens and I had my phone in my goddamn
There's
pocket and it was
Gidgy.
typing crazy and it was just hiding random people. So I'd like to apologize. And what I had to see, Look, I had the skinnies on. I had the skinnies on today. You know how you want to feel like you know how you want to feel sometimes, Keemstar? You want to feel like you're 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? I had the skinnies on. I had it in my pocket. I never typed in Queens. If you look at the replay, it was just like random BBB, FUA, CDA, and all that other stuff like that.
I'm going to comment as soon as my camera comes on.
I've never typed in Queens for the last 4 months. And then all of a sudden it was just, but you know what? I'm going to stop rocking the skinnies, man. I'm going to stop rocking the skinnies. But I was feeling it, though. I was feeling it today. I had it right here. It was crazy, but I was rocking it, though. I was feeling good today. I was feeling good today.
All right, that keeps making the iPhone thin.
Whatever, but I like to apologize to Queens. I like to apologize to those.
Gidgy is too old to be an internet. You've aged
Yes.
out of it. I'm sorry. She's not even that bad of a broadcaster. It just seems like she doesn't have the capability to like stoop to the level of all these younger guys who are just like fighting for clout. And like she just genuinely gets too emotionally involved, and like she tries to make a show out of it, but it's just she's too perturbed.
Random people that got hidden
He
by
is
me and the
too
random ABB typing that was going on. I like to apologize, and whatever punishment or whatever you want to do, that's fine, bro. But I enjoy all y'all.
Can I ask a question? So, Yo Mama, you say it was random, but the comment that you banned and the paid member that you removed from my chat said test has no content. It wasn't a W Queens or a Go Gidgy or Tina's the best.
Yeah, but it
a
was
comment directly about your show.
But ma'am, there's other screenshots. There was random people.
Oh, where are they? Where are they? I didn't see them.
They've actually commented. And plus, anyway, and another thing, you can go back on the replay. You can literally go back on the replay, and you can just see ABB. What does FUA mean?
Hang on, I'll go ahead and share the screenshot where you actually hit a comment that said
that was one comment. There was multiple people that got hidden, man. But
why would you hide someone that said W Queens or Go Gidgy, Go Tina, or
there was random people that listen again. There was random people that got hidden, ma'am.
Could you message me now? Anyone that got hidden in Queens chat today, message me right now because I know you're watching all 2,000.
Time out. We're looking at the evidence here, which is put on our live and air chat.
Scooter Senate.
And Yo Mama said FUA, and then he timed out Grimm's gallery, hidden by Yo Mama.
Yeah.
Boom, baby. Boom.
Is Grimm's gallery actually a top donator over there?
It doesn't matter. He is a paid member. Wings, shut the fuck up.
No. Wings. Okay. The top donator that they had that got banned was like a month.
Shout out to Wings and Cat. Let's go.
Ago.
Yeah, that was Carrie's. That was someone different that we know Yo Mama did now. Now we understand all the weird. So he can talk and say whatever he wants. It's just weird that the one comment he decides to ban was about his show.
Actually, it was multiple. When you go back to your replay, Gidgy, when you go back to your replay, you'll see random numbers, random thing being typed.
Wow. You know what, Keem? It's so funny. I asked for screenshots now, and guess what? Another member just said they were hidden today. They were hidden today because they said test sucks.
Ma'am, the replay will actually show. So
go ahead and get that and show it on your show tomorrow. I'll give you a promo for your pathetic little show. Go ahead.
All right, guys. You're right. But anyway, I'm still rocking the skinnies. And
so Yo Mama, nobody gives a shit. That's why you don't make and do anything on your show.
Stop. Here's the issue, Yo Mama. Right?
Yeah. No,
I enjoy this content and stuff, but this is a move that like fucked with another show's like income.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so this is serious. So I'm going to work with the queens, and we'll figure out a reasonable punishment. There's got to be some punishment.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. And I'm not the type of person to be like disrespectful or anything like that.
I love Wings just having fun with his cat, not even a little bit locked in on this fucking garbage.
Again, like
absolutely not. What would he be?
I apologize for what happened and everything like that. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you do what you can do what you want to do. But all I ask people to do is look at the replay. You'll just see random words typed, and I haven't typed in Queens in 3 months. And all of a sudden today, I'm typing in Queens. Like, come on. But I mean, you can run what you want, and I like to thank everybody that.
So you can randomly hide people. You can randomly hide people too.
Yeah, man.
Wow, I thought that took effort. I knew timing out. I knew timing out would happen. But what's so crazy is you hid, not timed out. You hid 2 paid members from my chat today as an LCU host.
Just a minute ago.
Okay, I just said one just messaged me.
Oh, now it's another one. Oh, now it's 2 now.
Remember, I just said, Keem, that was the second member that just messaged me.
What was the second one? And what was the second one said too? What was the second one said?
Any of the 3 hosts that are paying attention can
answer. Okay, what's the second one though? Exactly. So now you said that I hit 1. Now you're saying that I hit 2.
We're up to 2, and you know what, Keem? I bet you before this is done, I'll have proof of more.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said, man.
All right, Yo Mama, we'll let you go, and then we need Knightmare up here. Knightmare, get up here. Nightmare,
now Knightmare is coming.
Nightmare. So look, Boogie, what are your thoughts on this situation?
I got Gidgy's back here. I think her relationship is perfectly normal with her son.
No, about what were you paying attention to what?
Oh yeah,
happened?
fire Yo Mama.
Yeah, so Boogie was so non-locked in that he's talking about what they talked about 15 minutes ago when asked what his thoughts are. It doesn't help that about the death thing either, I'm sure, but nobody is locked into this.
That's my answer. I honestly think the Grim Reaper is coming for Yo Mama, and I think it's only a matter of time. And if you give him an inch, he'll take a fucking mile. Fuck that loser bitch.
So before we get into Nightmare, Gidgy, Nightmare, please turn on your camera. Before we get into that, Gidgy, get all your ducks in a row. Figure out exactly what happened. Get all the evidence you can possibly get, right? Because based on the evidence of what Yo Mama did in your chat will be the punishment. If it's 1 person, little punishment. If it's 2 people, bigger punishment. If it's 5 people, giant punishment.
And if I can go back and prove that he did hide the one person I'm talking about, that would, I'm assuming, be pretty serious.
Okay. Now
I don't want anyone to lose their job. I'm going to say that, but I would love to see him work with Xylee. Sorry.
Okay, so Knightmare, here's the thing. You've been accused of, saying that Gidgy, is fucking her son Scooter, right?
And Knightmare's got a dog.
Allegedly bringing this up because you
Let's
knew
go.
Gidgy had trauma when she was a child in that nature. That's the accusation. But you just posted an announcements that Gidgy lied about that.
Yep.
So
yeah, I think she's fucking scum.
Gidgy, did you see the video on announcements?
Oh, he came. I let him come up on my live and play it.
Okay.
Why are you asking for? You know you're lying. That smug fucking face. I can't stand it. Genuinely.
I'm just curious. Knightmare, like I said, see, I can't.
What did I open up to you about with my life, bitch? You saying that I shared my story? I don't share my stories with you. I don't fucking know you. What's my real name then? Dox me. I'll give you full permission. What's my real first name? If I've shared anything about my personal life, you'll know my name.
Talk about, or is he just going to talk over? Because this is how Knightmare does. He doesn't know.
But hold on, Knightmare. Let's not go off on a tangent, right? Let's just focus on what's happening here, right? Is Gidgy overreacting?
Overreacting to what exactly?
To what you said.
Yes, Gidgy is overreacting. You see, this whole routine Gidgy does where she's all like sassy, it works when she's right. When the other person is being stupid, which has happened because they're all stupid. But in this case, where she's obviously grievously overreacting to something a drunk guy said in a voice chat. This is the rare Knightmare W, I'm gonna say. And a Gidgy L. I don't know if they're common or uncommon yet. I haven't decided.
About Scooter and Gidgy yesterday.
Yeah, she knows it's not legit. She knows I don't truly believe that. I made that abundantly clear several times over. She knows I don't know anything about her and her dad. It's sickening that she actually fucking is trying to pass that on. Genuinely, you are scum and a cancer for that. You are the cancer the boogie faked because of that comment. Yeah, you make those kissy voice. The thing is, you could have taken that W, but you didn't. You didn't want to just take the W. No. Shut your fucking mouth. You can't mute me, you can. You could have taken that W, but you couldn't do that. You just had to try and make the manipulation 10 times fold. And now you've been caught out in a lie. And you know what they said?
Where's
Becky lied, Becky cried.
Where's the
I'll
proof?
see you soon when you play the next
proof? Because I tried to cover your ass because I didn't want my shit. Is that the same shit you played on Queens?
Wait.
Announcements.
Wait, in the announcements, there's a clip where you acknowledge in that clip that he didn't have prior knowledge to your
and you wouldn't know
abuse.
that because I would still, as I explained in Queens, it's a shame we don't have the actual clip that proves this, so I don't have to repeat myself for the 2,000 people that already heard this 10 minutes ago. But as I said then, I was trying to cover an idiotic drunk fuck up that was saying stupid shit. So yes, when I went up on Rewind, I did say that because here's the deal. If you talk over me, I swear to God, I'll just leave, Keem. I'm not going to do this. So can I finish my statement before you ask me a question? So I went up on Rewind and I said he didn't.
All right, finish your statement before you ask me a question. Gidgy, log off.
I don't like Gidgy.
Take a nap, Gidgy. You're old. You need a nap.
Know that anything about that, nothing about that, because I didn't want it talked about on live today. I didn't want it talked about all over the fucking internet. It was something that with his little Dioc shit and everyone else, then fucking Tina comes on live stream today and says, oh, I remember I was in the fucking room. I'm like, well, I thought we weren't going to talk about this. I talked to Mike. I messaged Mike. Please, I'm fine. We don't need to bring that up. I got the W. The idiot won't back down. He doesn't realize how stupid he was. I don't need my past transgressions to tell you you are a fucked up piece of shit for what you did last night. And then you double, tripled, and quadrupled down. Fine. Then today you get up there and say, fuck you, I didn't say it. Yeah, you did, motherfucker. All I expected out of it, here's the problem with what you did. Since you're too daft to understand it, is that a word you understand? Is that in your fucking... Yeah, until I'm done.
Hold up. Okay. Knightmare, when you talk a little slower. Your accent and the way how fast you're talking makes it hard to understand.
I apologize.
I think he's German.
So, I mean, clips in the past would definitely say he's German, but I don't know.
So that clip is not honest anymore, even though it proves that you were lying. That clip can be
what I was doing...
No. Let me respond, you decrepit old cunt. That clip is now no longer factual because you claim you were protecting me. No, bitch, you were invoking cancel culture. What the fuck are you trying to do? You're literally trying to drag me for the hallways while saying, I'm truly protecting Knightmare. He made a mistake. He didn't mean it. Bullshit.
No, you're right. You were being a drunk idiot, and I actually felt sorry for you. But apparently, you can come into someone's live stream 9 times. You don't get any punishment for it. You can be drunk in voice chat. You get no punishment for it. You can mute me.
Watch Keemstar's. I'm gonna rewind by a couple seconds. Watch Keemstar's face.
3 times. You don't get any punishment for it. You can be drunk in voice chat. You get no punishment for it. You can mute me 3 times in a voice chat. And
rolling his eyes around.
No punishment for it. You don't have to have a cash cow to your own fucking show to have access to the voice chat. And I'm the problem.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm bored. Do it on your own.
Me too. Bye.
Oh God.
It's boring.
We didn't even get to the meat of the fucking problem there.
Which is what?
The Knightmare cult said she sleeps with Scooter?
Yeah, so I was there for part of it. I have an opinion. I obviously think Knightmare was joking, but what Gidgy's doing right now is a trauma response, right? She has trauma. She's responding to the trauma the same way any other victim does.
She's so traumatized by Boogie that she spent 2 hours on Nerds talking about it.
Boogie, I'm sick, and...
Man, okay. I think it's finally time, right? we here at Lolcow Nobodies have been keeping a favorite people list, an official favorite people list. And none of the Lolcow live hosts had yet to make it, and I didn't know if they ever would. But I think between the playing with his cat unapologetically, the line here, and just my general satisfaction with his performance recently. Oh, and the fact that he got a bunch of Pepsi and chili and cheese and baby powder and shit dumped on him in a swimming pool. That was pretty funny. That was a good stream on Tuesday. So I think it's finally time for a host of Lolcow Live to join the favorite people list. Congratulations, Wings of Redemption. You have reached the list. So there's now 4 people on the favorite people list. You got Johnny Rocket, you got Jim Norton, you got one buff weeb from Lolcow Nerds, and the one, the only, the Pepsi Pimp, Wings of Redemption.
Okay.
I don't feel good, and I'm still putting energy when I talk. So can you please do that? Because you're talking like you're dying. You look like you're dying. Are you dying?
Yeah, I'm having a real rough day.
Okay, let's have a better day.
We already played this
I'll
part.
do my
We
best.
gotta
Okay,
see
let me try
more.
again. I was in the room for part of the conversation. It was pretty clear that originally Knightmare was joking, and then when she said, "Well, that's what you're trying to say," I said, "Cool, I'll say it again. I'll say it until you get sick of it." What Gidgy's having right now is what we call a trauma response, and it's pretty normal for that. Now, like Jordy said, she's milking the shit out of it, and she's turning a W into an L, right? I don't know why she's doing that. Why are you doing that, Gidgy? Stop turning your W into an L. You got the W, take it.
Okay. You guys want to move on?
Yeah.
I had to get those things done because those were like the biggest things going on in the community. I had to get them done, and I don't know why I thought it would be good to I mean, well, the Yo Mama thing, but the Knightmare and here's the issue with Knightmare and Gidgy talking. Nobody wants to hear either one of them talk, and they both just talk. It's the worst 2 people that could ever be fighting in the LCU. Like, it's the worst. Like, there's nobody fucking worse than Knightmare and Gidgy talking over each other, and just like, yeah, it's like, bro. If you wanted to make the most annoying fucking argument in the entire LCU, it'd be like, okay, Team Red, who do you pick? I'm going with Knightmare. Team Blue, who do you want? Gidgy! Like, that would be your number 1 pick, bro.
I don't know if I agree. Who I think would be my picks for that? I think Gidgy and Nightmare's up there. That's a pretty good pair for most annoying argument between 2 people in the LCU. I'm gonna say probably like Tina and Scooter would be worse. If I had to listen to
I just think Scooter's worse. Just
you don't even
Scooter
know
would
who
have been better.
Scooter is. I don't think you've met
Yes,
Scooter.
I do.
Oh,
Yeah, I
did we
did.
play a Scooter clip last time you were on?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. Yeah, Scooter. If Scooter and Tina argue, I know they did a show together. I don't know how much they argued, but I think that would be worse. But Gidgy and Nightmare is up there. This was retarded. It was all about a joke. I'm getting really sick of the LCU taking jokes and trying to explode them into the biggest drama of all time when they're like little and retarded, and who fucking cares? It's funny to watch them get so worked up over it, but it's just it doesn't. It's stupid.
It is.
But folks, with that, we have reached the obligation that the thumbnail and title made for us to talk about that story. We're 2 hours into the show. I think it's time to call it quits, folks. So thank you so much for watching, and we're gonna. I kind of want to play us out if I can find. Can I find Bicycle Boys 2? I can. Okay. Am I still screen sharing Discord? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Because I want you to be able to enjoy this crow. We can't talk over it because it's gonna be the outro song, but we can. Or no, we can talk over it. Let me turn it down a little bit. We got to do the 30 seconds of silence at the end anyway, so might as well. So this is a song about Maddox and his lawyer Kevin Landau.
Oh
Who
God.
Maddox is known for not driving because he had to sell his car because he's poor. And Kevin Landau is known for not driving because he has like 2 or 3 DUIs. He has some amount of DUIs. He no longer has a driver's license. And so their powers combined, they become the Bicycle Boys.
The Bicycle Boys.
And we played Bicycle Boys 1 during a break we took earlier. But there's a whole series of Bicycle Boys. Let's play us out with Bicycle Boys 2, Lost in New York. What do you say?
Bet.
Shit, I think I'm late. Where's this courthouse? Feels like I've been biking in circles for hours. Can't wait to see the look on Dick's face when I win. I could really use this
Well,
money too.
check me out on Twitter, guys.
Behind on my rent.
At Pro Royalty on Twitter.
Land down.
Wait, why are you doing your plugs?
Oh, I thought we were playing us out.
Well, yeah, but we're playing the song. We can talk over the song.
Oh.
And then we'll probably do the plugs right at the end.
Oh, I was thinking this was a...
The Lord knows snacks are.
Yeah, this is just like a final little thing to play us out, and then I will end the show after that. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought this was the outro song.
Oh, there it is. Wait, nobody's here. Did I win? Check my homepage, it's the Dick Show Reddit. Don't you dare.
Maddox lost.
Oh, he said it. Now they're shouting from the rooftops. Maddox lost, Maddox lost. It's Dick's fault he stole my pants and served them piping hot goss. I was counting on that money, Lando's invoice is due now. And Tyrone wants new sneakers, what am I gonna do now? I stood around and watched my empire crumble and fall down. I need the legal deets, guess I better call Landau. Where were you today? Court started at 6. I got lost, okay, New York's confusing as shit. Where are you now? My phone's low, I think we should meet. I'm drinking with the kid from Home Alone down the street. Wait, did I win? Are you two celebrating? No, you lost. We're toasting to the invoice you're paying. Stay, I'll be there soon. I want a good explanation. Did Lando rip me off? The topic will be debated. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm looking for my lost lawyer. Have you seen him? Oh, he's about 5'5". Possibly wearing handcuffs. He has trouble breathing. Reeks of booze. Answers to last call. You went that way? You're welcome. Now get out of my way! Red Rover, I call Landau over. What happened? Ramos crushed you like the legal bulldozer. It's not my fault you tried to sue Baker and Bozer. I might have stood a chance if you could friggin' stay sober. Chill out and have a drink, my Armenian friend. I'll pedal to LA and we can sue them again. Just pay me for my travel time, $2,000 an hour. And here's my bill for breakfast, toast and 3 vodka sours. I hate Dick, but wow, this is getting expensive. You can't quit now, man, they're on the defensive. Come on, let's sue it. Okay, I'll do it. Call Landui for all your legal needs. Put some rye in that soy milk, we'll turn this around. Bicycle Boys, yeah, we're back in town. We better win this time. No problem. But, how are you gonna pay me? Oh, don't you worry about that. Lord Matthew has agreed to build me a jetpack for a very reasonable price. Who are we suing again? Everyone.
Remember, Maddox, he's not to blame for any of this. He'll go down to his dying
Oh,
breath
Sean, I
being
miss
completely
you.
innocent of all of this. He never did anything. He is 100% a victim, always was, always will be.
Maddox
That makes you, Maddox, a complete piece of shit. You slimy fucking lunatic. You fucking coward. You talentless has-been coward. Complete piece of shit. Like, is there any sense of remorse? Free speech hinges on whether or not Maddox is a cuck. I like it when they cite Maddox to refute Maddox. You fucking coward.
Free speech hinges on whether or not Maddox is a cuck.
Complete piece of shit.
Yes.
Kevin Aaron Landau. This is Maddox's lawyer. I got more DUIs than Motley Crue, Maddox. DRNKIN. I'm rock and roll Kevin Landau. Known for drinking and driving. Maddox lost.
Landau was arrested for operating a vehicle under the influence of intoxicating liquor.
I'm way too drunk to stay at the bar. I gotta go. You dog, get over here. That's as far gone as anybody. I thought that it wanted me to drink and then blow. That's a fail. I thought it was to make sure that I was just maintaining my buzz.
I'm spicy Kevin Landau, the dog bite attorney.
Yeah, so he gets both barrels.
Maddox lost.
Maddox is a cuck.
Maddox lost.
Fucking lunatic.
Maddox lost.
Maddox is a cuck.
Maddox lost.
Complete piece of shit.
Maddox lost.
Kevin Landau. Because I've also got a letter that his psychotherapist and behavioral health therapist submitted on behalf of his sobriety.
I remember that episode. Generational classic. And yes, I did just use explaining Maddox to Real Talk Live for 5 minutes to justify playing 2 Maddox songs. I did do that, yes.
Fair enough.
I will be taking no further questions, Your Honor. linktr.ee/Riley Cinematic Universe, x.com/pro royalty. Goodbye.
Goodbye.